Hello, my name is LeRoy Goertz. If you have looked at my work, if you've looked at my website, you probably thought that I started out really early as an artist. That actually was not the case. I didn't start until I was 27. Before that, I was doing a lot of woodworking, and I made a desk that I've got a picture of here. I made that when I was a freshman in high school. I had a little shop in our basement, and I was making things there too. I made a bed frame for myself, and it had a headboard with lights on it. I had a belief that I had no artistic skills whatsoever, and I would like to tell the story of why I believed this. When I was in the third grade, we had an art session. I drew a picture that I thought was kind of cool. However, my teacher took this picture, she showed the class, she expressed her dislike for my picture in front of the whole class, and after that, I knew that I wasn't an artist. I never forgot what that picture had looked like, and some of my friends have asked me, "Did you keep it?" Well, no, of course I wouldn't have kept a picture that I thought was terrible. I bought an iPad a few years ago, and what I wanted to do with it is to play around doing some drawing. I had not done any 2D drawing. I've always done three-dimensional work with sculpture and using clay and creating forms. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to recreate the drawing that I did in the third grade. Now, the house that I drew on my iPad isn't exactly the style that I used, but I thought it would be kind of fun to use a technique that you see there for the house. And I also thought this was kind of a cool project, you know, to recreate this. I left the smoke coming from the man's pipe as the last part of the drawing. What really surprised me was when I put the smoke there, I started weeping and weeping and weeping. I had no idea how much that pain of the shaming that happened to me by my third grade teacher was buried inside of me. We are a culture of shaming. We have shamed African Americans. We have shamed Native Americans. I hope somehow we can find a creative way to live differently and accept all of our people that are around us. When I was in high school, one of my uncles started blowing glass. He used the torch and the flame from it. He would manipulate tubes and rods of glass in the torch. And he would make wonderful animals, ships and swans. I tried to do it, but I couldn't. I was trapped with this idea that I was not an artist. A number of years after that, I was teaching at Oregon School for Delinquent Boys. We had a kid who was on parole, and he came to the school and he did a demonstration using a torch and rods and tubes, the same techniques my uncle used. And what he did is he made stick figures. I didn't really understand that he was not advanced. You know, I had not really looked at art because I knew I wasn't an artist. But when he made those stick figures, I thought, I can do that too. So I bought equipment and started playing around. A year later, I quit teaching and I opened up a small store on the coast of Oregon. I also started going to shows in malls and doing shows at fairs. A number of years after that, I took sculpture classes and expanded my knowledge about the world of art. At some point, I also took classes on casting bronze, and I learned how to do that too. I would love it if you check out my website and see my work. And thank you so much for watching this video.